Alrighty, how's it going, everybody? 01 of 1 back again, and yeah, we're just kind of chilling in our little atmospheric room, I guess. Yeah. So, in this episode, we're going to work on setting up our rocket control area, which I think I want to put up here, because we got room for it, right? Plus, we'll be able to kind of sort of see everything, and then if I really want to, I can even like extend it out this way. But yeah, so I think that should be all right. The other thing that I can do is actually run the powering for all of that just off of that right there, because that's kind of right where it needs to be. How are you doing? You're doing pretty good. Okay, good. Got plenty of dirty ore here. Okay, so that's all doing well. And it's probably very warm in there right now. Okay, so, how do I want to do this? Well, I mean, I really just, I don't really need to go like too crazy with it. So, yeah, let me make some walls, which is going to require steel in there. Do I need that? I don't think I need that. Okay, so let's get rid of the steel. That can go in there for now. This can come over here. And I need to make more walls. Okay, make just a few of these. We're going to be building on top of them, so these are just going to kind of be like, I don't know, upside down. And then I don't think I need to do anything super crazy with them. Yeah, that should be fine. Okay, so we have some walls. We're going to make a floor up here. We're going to put it kind of like right there. So that gets to go there, and we'll go with the wall type 1. Put another one in over there. And then we just need some plastic to coat it. Plastic. I'm going to need more plastic. You can go there. You can come on back. There we go. Making stuff. All right. We have a lot of silicon in there. Okay. We'll call that good. All right. Okay, so now the only thing that I have to be careful about now is I can't take this out. Well, no, actually, no, I can't take this out yet. Unless I do this and put this on top. And then would I want to do the same thing here, or do I want to seed down into there? No, I think that'll be fine. Okay, so there's that. I think I put one of those in the wrong spot. Yeah, I most definitely did. Okay. But we can get up into here, I suppose. Get my tools. All right. So that needs to come out. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. I should have known that was going to happen. Well, I guess we just pick it up in the uranium, because that's where it's going to go. Probably. Oh, no, and then it's going to drop in there. No. Dang it. Okay, hang on. I pick this up out of here? Or no, I can't. Okay, so I guess what we have to do is build this thing here and then code it and then somehow get this thing to empty so that way it drops into here, which means that I have to take out this as well. There's more stuff dropping. That's what led to all of this in the first place. Okay. Alright, so I need to go up on top of here and tell that to empty. Okay, so then that should drop that down here. Okay, good. Move this out of the way. Okay, then we'll go back over into here. Take that off. Okay. Alright, and then we can put some of these windows back. There we go. Okay, so that's that. That was annoying. Okay, so there's that fixed for now. Okay, so I have that on here, so I'm going to take this off and replace it with just a wall. And actually, this isn't even pressurized, so why am I so worried about covering this up? That's dumb. Okay. Crowbar required to deconstruct. Okay. No, I need. There we go. Gotta be careful. Okay, so I was like trying to treat this as if it was pressurized, but it's not pressurized, so it kind of doesn't make a lot of sense. And it's blocked by composite window. What are you talking about? There shouldn't be a composite window here unless it actually is here. Okay. There we go. Now we're slowly making more sense. Okay. Now, we can take that off. And then, yeah, we need this thing to take that off. You know what, I'll leave the glass here. That's fine. So yeah, so there's our little area, I guess. And then, because I don't have to worry about any kind of pressurization or anything, that does have a window on it. Good, okay. I can just take this whole thing apart. So I want to save. I don't know what's going on with my throat right now. I want to put these walls on the inside so I can use this for like some switching and LEDs and stuff. So that's the idea here. Okay, so now that is still all in there as it needs to be, but now I can actually place stuff on top of here, so that'll be good. Let's see, I want to put another wall over here, but we'll make this one like a window wall. And then we need, let's see, plastic, and then we need glass. That way, you know, we can still see all of that going on. We can see, you know, that. And then I could do another window wall, I guess, up here. And we probably want that to be out this way. Something like that anyways. Okay, so now we need a piece of glass. Glass. Okay. So now when that thing goes off, we're not going to be blasted by the fire coming out the back end. So that should be good. All right. Now I'm going to need a lot of logic parts, components, etc., etc., etc. And then also I'm going to have to figure out how to code this thing into an IC chip. So that'll be fun. Luckily I have my laptop, so I don't actually need to grab the computer and bring it with me, so that's good. Do I have another IC10 chip up here? I do not. Steel, electrum, and solder. Electrum, solder. And steel. That can go up there. All right, so make me one of these, please. Okay. This is super exciting, by the way. Okay, there's our little IC10 chip. Good. Let's see, power. It's probably going to tell me to drink something soon too, so I might as well do that. Open and drink. And eat. Good to go. All right. Oh, man. This is going to be interesting. Because I could either have the IC10 chip set in here somewhere, like maybe on the wall, or I could set it up inside the automation module and have it just kind of run itself. And then depending on how that works, that would be, instead of like a D0, that would be a DB. Like when you're doing your aliases and stuff, so that's going to be interesting. I think I want to have it mounted though, not inside the module. Now granted, if it was inside the module, that'd be great, but let's see, IC10 holder, lender, something, something. This thing, housing. Look at how much stuff this large satellite dish needs. 20 waspaloy, 50 inconel, and 100 astroloy. That is insane. Alright, so there is our housing. Okay, so now, well, actually, I'm probably going to need some copper in there. Do I have copper in there? I do. Okay, I'm going to need cable, like a lot of it. Now, I'm going to try to do a lot of this stuff through the IC chip, but I only have so many inputs and outputs, so I got to try to figure out... Oh, whoops, I forgot to... That was my bad. Okay, so we're gonna have to pull in the automation module. I might not need to pull in the silo because I might be able to do that with just like regular IC chips. And then the refueling, obviously that's going to need some work as well. But I think I can do that because it's just turning it on and off, right? So, all right, so let's see what we can do here. So we'll put this in here for now. I'm gonna have to program it with my laptop, so I'll set that down somewhere. I don't know, it'll be fine. Okay, so then we have power coming in from the top, we have data coming in from the bottom, and then we have these 6 variables that we could set to something. And then for me to do this, I need to bring in some cable, if it will let me. Probably going in there like that. But it's not gonna let me connect there, so let's see. Okay, so that'll be good there. And then that will allow me to bring in the wire from over here. Good. Let's do a 3-way corner here. Kind of looks cool. And then we'll just kind of connect this into here for now, for just main power. And then this thing has to be a junction. Okay, so that's got power for that now, so that's good. We're going to need some LCDs, which means we're going to need some consoles, so I should probably make those. Then I'm also going to need some displays. I think those are just made with iron in here. Where is my iron, by the way? Is it in here? It's in there. Okay. So let's make a few of these. I don't know how many I'm going to need, so we'll make, I don't know, like 5 or something. And whatever we don't use, we can always just store somewhere. Let's see, passive vent, active vent. Yeah, so this is all just stuff. And I do have this battery here to replace like one of these ones when I get to that point. I'm just not at that point yet. Okay, so there's our 5. Good. Okay, let's see. Man, this is gonna be kind of a pain, but I think what I should probably do is get my IC stuff figured out first. My integrated circuits, so that's the logic ICs, not the IC10. Okay, so you don't need to be on. Okay, so we're gonna need some reader, no, logic. Okay, there we go. Okay, so all the stuff that requires that, I don't think I'm gonna need that. So I'm gonna need memory, logic I/O. So it's gonna be readers and writers. And I'm gonna need that for the silo and the fuel tank. And that's just gonna turn the pump on or off, or open up the silo, or close it. So I think I'm gonna need 4 of these. Wait, hold on. Logic. Wait, no, I'm gonna need 2 switches and 2, no, sorry, read, write. No, I think we just need writers, right? Because we don't have to read what they're at. We just have to have it be controlled by the switches. So 2 of these. Here's 1. Logic, memory, processor, switch. Okay, so there's 2 of those, and then we'll build 2 of these. So hopefully that will be enough. Turn those off for now. Okay. So we're gonna have to set these up. We'll do, let's see, how do I want to do this? We could put these here. So this will just be logic writer, and we can actually drop these down. Oh, it's not gonna let me. Okay. Then I'll have to do the switches up here. I don't like that though. I mean, switch in, out. I mean, I could do the switches here too. And then I would just need to. Okay, let me try this. Okay, then we'll need just a lever. I like the levers. Okay, and then that's going to be our input data. And then this just needs to go over here and over here. Okay. Now, with those all set up, we want this to look at, okay, the lever, because that's all that's going to be doing. Okay, then we'll do fuel on the bottom and silo on the top. Silo confirm. And then fuel pump on the bottom, confirm. All right. And then that's going to be logic writer for the silo. Okay. Now with that done, we can set these up, and we want this to look at, or we want to send it to, okay, so if that's our silo, automated ice mining silo, okay, and then we want to put this into the open, and this will either be open or closed based on whatever this is. Okay, and then this one needs to go to the fuel pump. Okay, turbo volume pump, and then that will be on and off. I think that's correct. Hang on, let me just look it up real quick. Turbo fuel pump. On power, required power. Yeah, I think that's correct. Okay. So that's good there. And now we're going to need LCDs set up in here somewhere. So we're going to need fuel. And I want to do these little ones here if I can. Do I have these here and then have the displays? I think we can do it that way. Just set those up for now. I don't know if I need to use all of those. And then I need to get myself some displays. And I think those require iron. Yeah, that's all in here, right? Yes. Everything's rolling away. Okay. So that can go there and there. All right, and then we need the last one to come out of there. Okay, that has to go into here. And then these can just get kind of stored up there, I guess. All right. I thought they were in here. Not displays. Maybe they're not in here? No, they should be. Maybe they're not in here. I don't know. Kit, locker, railings, order, stacker, stairs, manufactory. They're not in here. Are they in? Hang on. Are they in here? Display. No, they're not in here either. I'm fairly certain that they're not in here. I thought that they were in here. Or is it sign? I think it's called sign, not display. There we go. That's what I'm looking for. All right, perfect. We'll make 3 of these. Okay, good to go. I will take those. Thank you. All right. Now, keep in mind that each one of these things is going to take up an output in here. So I need to be very, very careful about what goes where. Okay, and then I need to... And once again, I don't actually know if I need all of these. I might not. so there's all of those. We have our displays up here that we can rename. And then I'm going to need some sort of a button to launch or something, which I could put kind of like on here, or just do like the big important button and throw that in here. That would be under switches, I believe. Yeah, so that state is 0. That state is also 0. Okay. So. All right. Now we get to the interesting thing. So first things first is this has to go and get connected to the automation module, because that's where we're going to be pulling a lot of our information from. So once we have that, I'm going to have to remember what everything is set to, because I had to take this out, put it into the laptop in order to program it. Okay. And then depending on how I do this, I could just put like the big important button over here and then put like a logic writer or something to tell it to launch. I mean, that would be super easy. And then that would go off, do its thing. And then I'd just have to get all of the programming to work properly. Right, so I need another logic thing, which is iron, gold, copper, I believe. Just gold and copper, okay. Gold, copper. Okay, that's good to go. We have our switch, and this is just going to be the launch button. I just got to see where I can put it. Okay, so that needs both power and data. What? Okay, hang on. And I can't do that. I can do this. That'll be the button to launch. Okay, so then I need more cable. Cable. Good. And then I suppose I should probably attempt to bring up what I was using before to figure all this crap out. So Stationeers rocket. Okay, so that's I think this is what I need. Oh no, this is him actually being inside the rocket. Wait. No, he's doing, this is not the right one. Okay, so that is not the right video. Meanwhile, this is probably got enough cable. 32 should do me for now. I don't know why I wanted 3 more, but I wanted 3 more. So, okay, so is it this one? I don't know.
You want to travel? Yes.
No, that's not it. Stationeers, rocket, whatever. There we go. I'm using the cows are evil. I think he's the one that's got everything kind of set up the way that makes the most sense for building a rocket. So, yeah. So the video is named "Stationeers Building the Automated Resource Rocket" by Cows Are Evil, and that's basically what I've been using to build my rockets. And he's got a really good explanation and everything on there, so pretty happy with it. All right. Let's see. I need this over here, so that way I can do. Oopsies. There we go. Okay, so big important button. has now been placed. Important, or we'll just call this, you know, button launch. Confirm. Okay, so just gotta stretch real quick. Okay, now for the hard part. Well, I guess I just kind of go through this and try to remember everything. So we need cargo. I don't necessarily care about cargo. We need fuel, mode, and let me see, what's the other one over here? I can't tell. Oh, minables, that's what we need. Okay, yeah. Okay, so mode is going to be the first and most important one, so that's going to go here. So LED mode, confirm. And then we're going to go with minables, so LED minables, confirm. And then LED, this is just going to be for the fuel. LED fuel. Confirm. Okay.
Power low.
Apparently I need power. Aha, I knew I was missing a tool. Okay. So, power. Good. Alright. Now for the hard part. And that's going to be taking this thing, putting it inside of this thing, and then got to make sure this thing is rotated around. That is not the right way. How about here? Is this good? No, that is not the right way. This is not the way. Okay, so if I need to pick this up. Okay, so I need you to turn around the other way. There we go. Perfect. Okay. And then that can just close for now. All right. Actually, you know what? We're going to turn you back on. Put you in there. Okay. So now we can program that. Okay. So we're going to need this to be on, that to be on, and that to be on. Okay, and then we're going to need to label these things as well. So that's going to be mode. And then this one is going to be minables. And this one is going to be fuel. Confirm. Okay, so now that that's done, we get to start with the really hard part of figuring all this crap out. Okay, so we're gonna clear everything here. Okay, so alias, automation module, so auto mod. I'm gonna put that into D0. Let's see, what else do we have to pull? I think it's really all I need, maybe. Okay, so then we're going to, well, hold on. Let me just confirm this for now. We'll turn this off real quick. Okay, so I need to set this stuff up. So this is going to be LED mode. Minables, LED, fuel. Okay, so that's D1, 2, and 3. Edit, pause the game. All right, so alias mode. No, can't do that. Rocket mode, D1, and then alias R. What was it? Minables. D2, and then alias R fuel D3. Okay. So then the first thing that I'm going to do is I have to load up the mode into a register. Or do I? Do I? Load this and then I have to push out from that? Or can I just push out from D1? Okay, so let's set into... no, that does need that thing. Okay, so... let's see. What do we want to call this? Mode, right? But this is a register, so that just gets updated. But, I mean, do I need it to do this with the register? I feel like I don't need to. Okay, so then that would be D1, and we're going to put this into... what is it? Is it mode? I don't remember. Hold on. Let me get this thing out. We'll swap this piece out for configuration, and then we'll look at this thing, and then that's... I think it's mode. Or is it setting? I think it's setting. Okay. Okay, so let's go back into here. D1 setting. And we're going to pull that from... See, I can't pull from this because I need to pull the mode from that, so I think that's why I need that to be like that. Okay, so... Wait, no, this is rocket. No, this is LED mode. LED minables, and then LED fuel. Okay. And that helps me understand why I need to put this into a register. Okay, so then R mode will be register 0. And then I have to set R0. We just call it R mode, rocket mode. And this is mode. No? Oh, wait, or is it load? I think it's L. There we go. That's what we need. Okay, so then D0. So we're pulling this from the automation module, and we're pulling mode. Okay. And then, okay, so let's, so R mode. So then D1 is LED mode, and we're setting that with the R mode. Okay. And then D0 is the auto mod. Okay, so we're going to load register for mode with automod mode. So automation module mode. Okay. Now that should go and get set into the setting there, so that should just update automatically. And then I'm also going to have to do this thing over here so that we have our start. And we probably want to yield for a couple of seconds. Okay. So this just tells it to wait for a tick. And that allows other things to get done. I could have it sleep for like 3 seconds or something, but it should be fine. Okay, and then we're going to need alias register for minables, and that's going to go into R1. And then alias register for fuel, and that's going to go into R2. And then we have to load our minables from automod. And then we're going to pull in minables. Is that not what that's called? Crap. Hang on, let's confirm. Go here, pause again. Automation module. There we go. That's the kit. I need the actual rocket. Export count, activate, clear memory, fuel. Oh, collectible goods is what it's called. Okay. Pause. collectible goods. There we go. And then that will set into LED minables into the setting, and then R minables. Okay. And then we have to load into the register for the fuel from the automation module. And we're going to pull in the fuel, and then we're going to set that into LED fuel to the setting, and we're going to pull that from R2 or just R fuel. Okay. And then this will just jump back to main. Okay, so this should go every other tick. We'll export that into there, and then we'll throw this into here, turn it on, and that should update, potentially, unless there's an error. Error in line 13. Okay, what is line 13? Oh, right. That needs a capital. Okay. Confirm. Export. This. Go. Here we go. Mode is 0. Minables. Fuel. So that all should be at 0, and I think it's working properly. Okay, so now that we got that, let's throw all of this back in here. Pause the game again. All right, so now this is going to be annoying. So I'm going to put in some notes here for what each of the modes mean. So mode 0 equals landed on planet. And then mode 1 equals launch, I believe. Actually, hang on. There should be something on the Stationeers wiki about that. Wiki. Automation module. Automated. Okay. Okay, so that is launch. Okay, and then data outputs. Okay, there we go. So that's idle on the launch pad, launching to space. Let's see, mode 2 equals traveling in space. And then, let's see, mode 3 equals arriving at location. And then mode 4 equals idle in space. Okay. And then mode 5 equals return. Now I think this is idle in space and this is also mining. So I'll just kind of keep that in there, because I think that doesn't really change. Return to planet. And then let's see, this will be mode 6 is returned to launch pad, or I should just say like arrived on planet. And then mode 7 is lost. Okay, so that is all of these things. I'll put this at the end though, because that doesn't really need to be taking up space inside of all of our stuff. But these are all the different modes, right? So this is what we have to check and then make decisions on based on whatever it is that we're doing. And then I also have to pull in the minables, which I already have, okay. And then, let me see, so minables or collectible goods. Whether the rocket, so it's a Boolean, so it's either going to be a 1 or a 0. That's easy enough. What's nice is that on the wiki, it actually tells you what the data type is. So like mode is an integer, so that's why it can be, you know, numbers. Maximum and import count are all integers. Fuel is a float. So a floating numeral means that it can have decimal places, right? Export count is just an integer. Collectible goods is a Boolean, so 1 or 0. Setting is also an integer. Return fuel cost. Interesting. I didn't realize that that was a thing. Then we have ratio. I don't know what that is referencing to. Prefab hash, and then also open. At least I think that's what all of this is. Yeah, okay, so now we get to do all of our checks, right? So the very first one that we have to do is we need to check our fuel, and if our fuel is more or less than a certain amount. So we're going to create another register here. So register fuel minimum. I'm going to call this R3. And then we have to set that, and I'll do that even before we go into our main loop, because this is always going to be the same thing. Okay, so then we're going to, is that a load? I think that's load. Or do we set? No? Save? No. What is the correct thing for that? I don't remember. Load, set, add. No, it's not add. Dang it, why can't I remember? Pi, epsilon, absolute, add, and assign a10. Branching, all of the different branches. The fact that I actually understand what I'm looking at now is amazing. And also I'm probably being very, very loud because I'm speaking directly into the mic instead of off to the side like I normally do. So if that was loud, I apologize. Floor, jump, load. Okay, that's not what I need. Load batch, load reagent mode. Okay. Move, that's what it was, move. Okay. So we're going to move R3, and then we're going to set this equal to a number, which is going to be 500. At least I think that's how that is supposed to work. So if our fuel ever hits that, our fuel min, we need to change our mode back to return ASAP. So always take care of your emergencies first. So now we need to do a compare, right? So branch if less than, and then we want to go, let's see, our fuel is less than our fuel min. We want to branch to get the home. I'm just kidding. Emergency. There we go. And then we'll put this as our first subroutine. So emergency. Only that has to be all caps. Emergency. There we go. Okay, so this, we need to set, oh, and we have to, can I change that? Does it have to be a number? I really don't have to use up another one of these things. Can I just like set like a number? I wonder if it'll let me do that. Probably not, let's be honest. Okay, so then I'll just, you know, whatever. Alias mode 5, and then we're going to call that R4, and then we have to move R mode 5. We're going to make it equal 5, and then we're going to set to our automation module, so auto mod And then this goes to mode. If I could type correctly. Wait, no. Logic type. No, that's correct. Okay, mode, and then we're going to pull from R mode 5. I think that's how that works, and then that should send it home, and then we can jump back to main. And then that will continue running through all of this stuff. Oh, but wait. So if I have this jump back to main, it'll keep going through this emergency and trying to set the mode back to 5. Is that what we want it to do? Okay, hang on. So let's see, branch if equal to, so we're gonna say, okay, so this is our fuel. Okay, so, no, our mode. And if that is equal to our mode 5, go back to main. Okay, so this way, if we're already returning, it'll just keep going back to here, and it'll go back to here, and it'll just keep looping back and forth through here, so long as our mode is at 5, right? So it won't keep going into here. So as long as we're not equal to this, so prevents mode 5 looping. Okay. So that's that, and that will set the mode to 5, and then it'll jump back to main here. Okay. So now, let's see, what else do we need? For launching in space, I don't really care. So it'll just be a 1, and we'll set that with a button, and then I'll just kind of launch it. Let's see, so okay, so now we need to check if there are minables, and if not, we need to move somewhere. Okay, so then branch if equal to, and this is going to be our minables. And that's going to be, we have to make, I don't like that I can't just throw a number in here, like I always have to set it to a register or something. It's just kind of, okay. Alias, wait, hold on. We already have that, right? But I need something to compare it against. Alias register for 1, I guess. Register 1. We're going to call that one R5, I guess. Okay, so if this equals register 1, so it's just basically comparing it to 1, then we want to mine, right? So that will be mine. Then we need to do that down here, so that'll be mine. Oops, no, take out that, there we go. And then this will do a thing, and then we'll jump back to main. Actually, hang on. Because we want to avoid constantly setting this thing here as well, right? So let's see. Okay, so if we check if it's equal to that, then we just want it to go and mine. But then I also have to check to see if it is mining. So that means that we're going to need... Oh, we're going to have to set up another D4. Has to be alias mining module. That'll be D4. Confirm. Okay, so then D4 has to be connected to the ice mining module. Okay. Then we'll go back into here. Okay. So now I need to check the ice mining module. Nope. Pause the game again. Okay, so mining module. Okay, so this tells me that we have an on, we have an open, we have an activate, we have a lock, ratio, whatever. Setting power. Okay, hang on. Let me... ice mining module. I'm on the wiki again, just typing in this stuff. Okay, so we have... Okay, so mode is what we need to control here, so that's going to be this. Okay. And then 1 means that it's mining, 0 means that it is not. So... And then this is going to have to be alias register mining, question mark. Can't do the question mark. Okay. That'll be register 6. Okay, and then we have to set that. But that has to be set in here. So we are going to load our mining. If I could type it correctly, there we go. And that's going to be from D4, which is our mining module. And then we're going to look up the mode here. Okay, so that loads that into the mode. I don't necessarily need to export this to an LED though, so we'll skip that part. But now, whether it's mining or not, is stored up in the mode. Okay. And then, so that's going to tell it to mine, right? So then before we tell it to mine, we're going to check to see if it is mining. So branch if equal to our mining. We're going to check if it equals 1. And then if it is already mining, then we're going to go back to main. Okay, so if that goes there, so if we get a 0 on our mining, it'll then jump to here and it'll see if there are any minables available. And then if there is, it'll jump. And then let's see, is that really all we need? And then this is going to prevents mining looping. Okay, let's see. So we got all of these different things set up in here. We've got our fuel min, we've got our mode 5 for leaving. Okay, so should I make it like a reg 0? Well, no, we won't need to. So, and then, okay, so if minables equals this, we want to go to mine. If it does not equal this, so from here we go to, I mean, we're gonna have to move, right? So is that checking that if it's equal to a 0? Well, I feel like that's kind of like redundant, because if it equals, like if our mining equals a 1, it's gonna jump. If our minables equals a 1, it's gonna jump. So if it doesn't equal any of these, then obviously the only thing that's left, because they're both Booleans, is a 0. So in that case, would I just jump to move? And then for this, for mining, register 6, and that is mining or mining. Okay, so mode. So then we have to set this to a 1. So that's going to be set. That's the mining module. So mining mod mode. Oh wait, no. Do I have to load? No. I want to set it to a number. So would that be just like a move? Yeah. So we'll move mining mod to a 1, and that will check. Well, that will make it start mining. Okay, then we'll jump back to main. Okay, so now if it is mining, that means that our mining is going to equal 1, because it's pulling that from here. Yeah, I think that's correct. So if it's mining, it's not going to do anything. It should just jump back. So it should skip this, and then go here. Okay. And then we're going to need move. And then jump back to main from here. Okay, so now I need to figure out how to get this thing to move and what I have to check in order to get that to work. Let's see. So if our mining does not equal 1, if our minables does not equal 1, that means we've currently mined everything. So wouldn't that just be a jump here? I feel like I should make a reg 0 here. Maybe I'll just kind of change these around. So alias reg 0, and we'll call this one R5. And this one has to be R6 and R7. And that shouldn't change anything here because we're all using just the names anyways. So that should be fine. Okay. So branch if equal to R minables reg 0. And then we're going to jump to move. Okay. But now I have to make sure that, okay, so that's gonna have to, we gotta look for mining mode 4 before we start mining. Or sorry, mode on the automation module has to equal 4 because that is idle, right? So we need it to be idle first, right? So what if I put the mining on its own loop? Okay, hang on. So we have our fuel, min, emergency, that's all set. We're gonna need to check to see if this, okay, so R mode 5, we need alias R mode 4. And that's going to be R4, that's going to be R5, that's going to be R6, R7, R8, okay. And then, let's see, mode 5, where does that go? That'll go here, okay. So then, move, we'll put it here. Move R mode 4 equals 4. Okay, and then from here, branch if equal to our, we need to pull our mode, which is where? Our mode, and that R mode 4. Then we want to branch to mining. And then all of this stuff can come out of this, and then If we're not at that point, then we want to jump back to main, and that will be kind of like our end loop for the main thing. Okay, and then if we're not at this idle, that means that we'll figure something else out. Okay, so mining, move mining mod. Okay, so that tells us to mine. Mining goes here, and then we'll jump back to main from here. Okay. So if our mode equals 4, that means that we're idle in space, but that also means that we're mining, right? So that's here. So idle in space or mining at the same time. So let's see. So branch if equal our mode, and then if the mode equals 4, then we can do the mining. Means that we are idle / mining already. Okay, and then if it doesn't equal 4, then something else is going on, and we just kind of let it run through its paces. And then if we are mining, and also I should probably put the emergency, all of this stuff up in here, because always take care of your subroutines or your emergency subroutines first. Okay, so assuming that we are in mode 4, assuming, apparently it doesn't like me doing that. Okay, so assuming that we're in mode 4, if our R mining, so this is register for mining, what is that? Man. Okay, that just means that we're actively mining, okay. Okay, so if we're actively mining, just go back, right? And then, so yeah, we don't need to go back through here and continually change things. We're just going to go right back into the main and keep kind of jumping through here until we get to the point where we're no longer mining. Now, let's see. So if we get to mode 4 and we're not already mining, but there is minables, we want it to mine. So that's what we're doing here. So we just turn that on. And then if we move, let's say that our minables are no longer there, then we want to move mining mod 0. So we want to turn the mining off, and then we want to set, let's see, auto mod mode, and then we're going to need our mode 2. So let me set this thing up. Alias R mode 2. It's going to be R4, R5, R6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. So, and then we're going to have to set this. So move R mode 2 is equal to 2. Okay. So we're kind of setting up all of the stuff here. And then if we get to the point where we are moving, and then let me see, we need to, yeah, and then I've got our loop right here, checking for, yeah, that's good. Okay, so if we're idle, yep. Okay, so that should work, I think. I have no idea though. Okay, so let's just go over this real quick. What time do we have in the video so far? We are at 1 hour and 10 minutes. Okay. So we have all of our aliases. So this is figuring out all of our, our little D3, D4, D5. All of those things are being set up here. So D0 is going to be our automation module. Alias. So D1, 2, and 3 are going to be our LEDs, which are over on this wall. And then this D4 is going to be the mining module, which we needed to tell it to mine or not to mine. And then we have a bunch of registers. All of these things are going to have values. Some of them we're going to set. Others we're going to pull from the automation module and keep them in there for reference so we can use it in our coding. So we have the register for the mode, so that's going to pull it from the automation module and figure out what the mode is. This is going to be the register for the minables, and we're going to pull that from the automation module collectible goods. And then we're going to do the same thing with fuel. That's coming from the automation module as well. And then we have, okay, so these are coming directly from the automation module, right? And then these ones are all ones that we're setting ourselves. So this one we set to 500, this one we set to 2, 4, 5. This sets to 0, this sets to 1. And then mining is one that we have so we can tell if we're mining or not. And then we set these, so that's going to be these right here are set right here. Okay, so that's 500, 245, 500, 245. And then we have our reg 0. See, these are our Boolean inputs, whether it's a 0 or a 1. And then this one is specifically for our mining. So I can pull, let me see, we'll do this. So pulled from automation module and set below. Okay, these are user-defined values. These are the Booleans, Boolean values. And then this is our mining module status, mining or not. And then here is where we are setting our user, let's see, defined variables. And then this is the main loop. Pause for effect. Okay. And then this is where we load up all of our variables, or we load up our first 4, right? So these here are pulled from here. And then we also, let's see, our mining from the mining module. Okay, so then this should technically be up here, but that's fine. It's fine. Okay. And then we're going to set our LEDs to the mode, the minables, and the fuel. Let's see, and then we have branch if equal to mode 5, meaning that we're low on fuel. Wait, hold on. No. So if our mode is already 5, don't do anything. We don't want to change anything. We just want the mode to stay at 5 and return home. That's all we want, right? So if it hits this, immediately go back and continue going through here. Now, if we are not at mode 5, we want to check to see if we need to be into mode 5. So if we're less, so we're going to check our fuel against our fuel min, which is our user-defined value. And if we are less than that, we go into our emergency subroutine, which is here, right? So that's immediately going to set our mode to 5, and it'll jump back to main. So once we get up here, it'll catch that we're in mode 5, so it'll keep jumping back to main, and it'll keep going through this loop until we return. Okay, so that's good. Okay, now if we are not in an emergency situation, then we can worry about mining, right? So if we're in mode 4, which means that we have arrived to our location, then we want to check to see if we want to mine or not. So from here, we go into our mining subroutine. Now, if our mining we're checking if we're mining already, right? So if we are mining already, don't do a thing, right? So it'll just jump back here, it'll go back into here, it'll go back into here, and then jump right back, and it'll just keep kind of jumping around through all of these things, but it'll only get up to this point. Now, if our minables are 1, and we're not already mining, well, we want it to mine, right? So then we go here, we move our mining module, and we set that to 1. I think that's incorrect. We have to set that. Yeah, so set our mining. We're not. I think we do have to do it like this. Set mining mod logic type. Okay, so mining mod should be a D value, right? Yes, mining module. And we're going to set the mode. Okay, mode. At least I think that's what it was supposed to be. And we need to set this to a register, and then we're just going to use our reg1. So that will set this to a 1. I think that's how that has to work, because we're not setting like a variable, we're setting an actual piece of equipment. So I think that's why we need to use that instead of the move. Okay, so we've gotten to this point. We are not already mining, but there are minables here, so we want to tell it to mine. So we're going to set our mining module's mode to 1, and then we're going to jump back to main. So that should start the mining, right? And as soon as we hit that, and we find out that we are in fact mining, it'll just keep jumping back and forth until we are no longer mining. Now I feel like we're going to run into an issue here. So we need to check to see if our minables equals 0 first. So that has to come out of this. Okay, so that's got to go first. Okay, so let's go through this again. So we've launched, we've arrived, we want to see if we can mine. We're going to check to see if our minables are equal to 0. If it is not, if it equals 0, we want to move. So that's going to move mining mod. I think this has to be, oh no, this just turns off the mining. So this has to be set mining mod mode to reg 0. And then we'll change the mode for the automation module to 2, which should tell us to travel, right? Okay, so assuming that we have traveled, we have arrived. So we've arrived, so we're in mode 4. And then, let's see, so there are minables, so this does not happen. We are not currently mining, okay, so we don't go through this. Now, if the minables are 1, we've arrived, we're not mining, it'll tell us to mine. So because of the order here, I think this mine needs to move down here. Okay, so that should make more sense with the way that we've got this going. Okay, so there we go, and then it'll tell us to mine. It'll set that there, and then as long as we are mining, so we're in automation module mode 4, which means we've arrived, we're idle, and we're mining, or we're mining. We have minables, so it's not going to be a move command. We are currently mining, right? So this is gonna equal 1, which is what that is, and if that is the case, because it's a branch if equal to, we're gonna jump back to main, which means it'll just keep on mining, right? Now, if our minables equals so then if we exhaust this, then this is why we want this to go first, because we want to check to see if we're exhausted, if we've exhausted our minables first, and then if we have, then we move, and we keep on doing that until we get to the point to where our fuel is lower than our minimum. So I think that's all good. We'll just call this notes on automation module mode. Confirm. Okay. There we go. Okay, so that should have put that into here. We have an error on line 48. Okay. What is line 48? Okay, so we're going to set the auto mod mode to 5. Why does it not like this? Our mode 5. Okay, so it doesn't like this for some reason. I don't know why. Okay, so stores a register value to logic type on device. Okay, so that should be what's going on here. So we're going to set D0, which is our auto mod. Logic type is mode. Okay. Our register is our mode 5, so register mode 5. So it's just a 5. So why does this not like it? Hang on, let me look up move, just to make sure that that's in there correctly. Sir. Register equals a provided number or register value. Okay, so then we want to move the register to the number, right? Move register to the number. So that should be fine. So why does it not like it? Okay, let me just make sure that there is in fact automation module. There is a mode here. Oh, that's read only. Okay, so then we have to push that to the setting. Or we push it to the activate. What is this? Otherwise it's 0. Okay, so that's like a Boolean. And then setting is, that can be read or written depending on, okay. So that has to be not mode, but setting. Okay. So that makes some amount of sense. Setting. And the mining module, is that also going to have to be that? Okay, confirm. F1 ice mining module. Okay, okay, on here mode is read write because it has no setting. Well, no, this has also got a setting. What? Different devices will have different mode states available to them. Okay. Setting, read written depending on the device. Okay, so okay, hang on. Setting, mode 5, mode, auto mod mode, or mode 2. No, this has got to be setting. Okay, and then the mining mod. I can set the mode on that. Am I supposed to run this to the setting or to the mode on the mining module? Well, we are way over an hour on this video, so I'm gonna pause it here. We will start off the next video going over this one more time, and then we'll see if we can put it into motion and see if it works, and yeah. So that'll be it for this video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed, and if you did, hopefully you'll join me for the next one where we will go over this again. But until then, yeah, have a good one.